Hello YouTube and welcome back into our Let's Play with Gran Colombia. I am getting really nervous about what China is up to here. We're really close to where we want to war. We're like just inches away from it. And I think I'm going to have to go after advanced flight just to be able to defend myself, potentially with bombers and things like that. I'm not going to have a whole lot of them to start the game with, but it certainly looks like he's coming to start something. So how do I counteract this? I think it is planes right away. What else could we do? You know what? We could oh, no, that's actually pretty far. Because he's got cavalry and knights for the well, one cavalry. Mostly knights. Yeah, cannons. I mean, it's just how fast can I get this stuff? I think I'll do this. I'm gonna prep for this just a little bit because I'm scared. Good news is we have tons of money. So I'll go machinery here. Get my 2 crossbows, and then unlock, try to go right for field cannons. I think that's actually my best defense, even over the plains. I think this will just take a little bit too long to get going. Start making some muskets. That's a decent way to counteract this too. I don't really need the niter for much. We have one source of aluminum at the moment, and I'm about to get it online. Oh, I can shuffle. There you go. Oh, and I can, oh no, I retired it. Oh shit. I meant to transfer it. Oh well. I guess now we have a musket. Misclick. All I was trying to do was get this in there. I just wanted a naked statue of a man. That's all I wanted, game, and then you made me do it. You made me do it bad. I kind of want to start building units just in general. Like, actually, some of our niter could go to pre-building frigates. Let's take a look. Because this, like, terrain and these waterways are pretty sporadic. So if I build frigates here, they actually will be able to go assault this side of China. China actually pretty vulnerable to like, missile cruisers. And then they'll be kind of stuck. Yeah, it's going to be weird. Military alliance with Egypt? Nah, I'm going to kill people soon. I don't really care if they attack me. I'll be okay. I don't where we're going, we don't need alliances. We don't need friends. I'm a lone wolf out here. I don't really want them to have an aerodrome. They already have a harbor. Like, I either want cities to have aerodromes or harbors. So I think I am just going to start to commit to... Actually, you know what? The ironclad's a Eureka, isn't it? But it doesn't help me now. I can buy it later. I can buy it later if need be. Here I do want an aerodrome as well. Dobino, thank you so much for the 4 months. I appreciate you. That's kind of you to say.
Take this Prime. You deserve it, D.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, and welcome back for 4 months. It's good to have you here. Interesting. Yeah, true. We'll get Venetian shenanigans going on now, too. Which means I don't want to buy the ship. That's not going to help us. That's not going to help us. I'm sure of that. Look at him. He's coming with cavalry help. You jerks stole 1,000 gold from me, and I'm counter spying there.
I'd imagine the whole.
No, it's empire wide. That's part of what makes Venetian so great. This is all the current DLC, Yappa. Rise and Fall, Gathering Storm, Frontier Pass. The bank is a Eureka, so I don't mind getting it. Yeah, banks are okay.
Doubt if you will.
It really looks like he's going to attack me. He's probably super pissed that I'm building all of these wonders. That's probably what's going on here. They take it over a few turns, Blue Fire, I think, is the way the Siphon actually does take your money these days. I could settle this little island. I don't know that I'd be able to hold it. Maybe I can go around and settle that horse sneakily. All right, end of the era officially. I just accidentally retired my Commandante, so I'm about to get one though. What's this one do? 7 combat strength to a land unit. This one will keep around. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but it might also save our bacon. This is what we want, I think, right? We want 2 arms. I mean, coinage is still great. Coinage is a couple hundred gold per turn. There's something to be said for that. Because buying bombers and things makes sense. I don't really care about the grievances. 15% production towards military units is no joke. That's something we can definitely take advantage of. But I think coinage is better. How often do I get to take 2 arms? That is a good point. That is a good point. Hey, Salmons, how you doing? I really like the Big Ben idea, but I might wind up having to eat through our treasury reserves here in response to this potential war. I'll take this just for fun. Just for fun. It suits the game, I think. I think this is actually better. But we're okay with it. All right, we're done with wonders. Kind of done with public works. I think I'm done with this for the most part too. I'm looking for upgrades as we get them. It's gold and resource, so we're pretty okay there. Logistics is always nice to run, but I think I need some production policies to go with what we just put in. Although we're still rocking maneuver. This will be industrial and earlier. Probably okay. Yeah, and then press gangs alongside it. I think the production ones. That makes sense. Let's run Diplo League just for a second. So I'll go after my 3 bonuses in the militaristic city-states here to boost our stables and things like that.
And bing.
If I were a leader or person in history, who would I be? You could bring anyone in history back to hang out. Who would it be and why? So who would I be, and then who would I want to have a conversation with? That's interesting. And why? All right, let me think about that as I play a bit here. Who would I be? I don't think I'd be anybody notable. I really don't think I'd be anybody notable. I'm not the type of person that, like, wants to be recognized or famous or anything like that. Who do you guys think I would be? Yeah, maybe that's the better question. Because I really don't know. And it kind of depends how far back you go, right? I look like Gandhi? Huh. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Abe Lincoln. I don't have the beard. We could actually settle here, get our coal. Because it's safe, and then we'd have another city over here. I'm going to try to be greedy, though. I went a little ham on settlers. I think the who would you want to have a conversation with, that's one I could answer. Because there would be a lot of people, I think. Okay, this is going to sound a little sappy, and it's not historical. But if I could have like one more conversation with anybody, probably be my grandpa. He like died at a really young age, and I like have really fond memories of him. But I was just so young. Like he died in '94, so I was 9 years old. And I think that would be awesome. Sorry, I wasn't trying to bum anybody out. But that I think that's just an honest answer. He was a really fascinating person. He's a really hard worker. Like grew up was his parents were direct immigrants from Germany. Like grew up kind of a poor farmer on like a big family. And then like eventually ran. He fought in World War II, which is cool. I mean not cool, but you know what I mean. It's like we look up to that. And he eventually like he was an entrepreneur. Like he ran his own business. He ran a like a mechanic shop. And I think that's awesome. I don't want to put this on a floodable tile. But yeah, so I don't know. I look up to him a lot, and it would have been cool to have a conversation as not 9-year-old me. Sorry, guys. Chat's all sad. Yeah, right. I'm there with you. Hear some of those stories and stuff. Oh yeah, no, I'm German and Polish and a little bit of Russian, like that whole region, which obviously changed hands a few times, so it's hard to totally trace it back. But that's where my family comes from.
My man.
Thank you for the follow, Kyria. Welcome in. Welcome. Should you play vanilla before the expansions new to the game? There's tons of fun that you can have in vanilla with this game. Tons and tons and tons. But I will say that the expansions make it feel really polished and really good. There are going to be a lot of new systems and mechanics that you just aren't exposed to. But that being said, you can get thousands of hours of entertainment out of vanilla if you so desire. But I'd probably just, dive right in. Oh, you're welcome, Swashman. Bose. Yeah, to some degree, CJ. To some degree. Like when I left my old job to become a streamer, it was very difficult to explain to people, especially in like a traditional industry, what the heck I was going to go do. My poor boss. I think she thought I was going to be a lifer. And instead I was like, peace out. Did we scare him off? No, he's got a huge military. Help. 118 production here at this point. Aw. That's sweet too, Noroth. I can make cores and armies. I don't need to do that right now, I don't think. I think historically, who would I want to meet? Because as much as I love my grandpa, he wasn't famous. So historically, I wonder what my answer should be. He's famous now. I mean, I guess to some degree. He's been talked about on the internet, so that's basically famous, right? Oh, we're gonna be fine. Don't you guys fret. Wait on that hanger. What are the benefits of producing a plantation? Plantations give you gold and housing and food. And can be quite good. And our haciendas actually, or haciendas, buff them. Which is neat. Funny how I'm defending aerodromes with crossbows. I'm almost at field cannons. See? Double ships. So I can't do anything. I can't defend over there at all. And yeah, the canal thing is not a thing. So these frigates are for barbarians. Get that, maybe trade it. Little bit, Daniel. We're not there yet. Don't worry. The sparks will fly. He has a whopping military at the moment. I'm mildly terrified over here. Just mildly. I haven't seen any super useful canals at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're going for the city-state, but I have noticed that that AI is like to take those city-states and then come after you. You know, okay, I know my answer. This was so obvious. Why wasn't this closer to the front of my brain than the back of my brain? I know my answer, historically, who I would want to have a conversation with. And it would be Joseph Campbell. Because Joseph Campbell is one of the coolest, most fascinating people in the world. And we share a philosophy. So it actually, he might serve as a double answer of like, I would not only want to talk to him, but perhaps I am him historically as well. To some degree. Hero's Journey is right, Van Bradley. It's like one of my favorite things. Joseph Campbell. You went to Sunday school with Joseph Campbell? Wow. Wow, Major Van Geek. What a life you lead. Is Civ my call to adventure? No, I refused the call right after it. Like I was supposed to start streaming more like the end of 2016 and not the beginning of 2017, which is when I started. I had to refuse the call for a while. Have I ever read The Assassination Vacation by Sarah Vowell? No, I have not, Moodster. What's it about? besides killing people. On possibly in a warm environment. Yeah, our yields are pretty awesome. Have I read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? I mean, I know this story. I can't say that I've ever like sat down and read the book. You know what? I'm sure I did in elementary school. Because I read all those, like pretty much all of those types of books. Have I ever played any of the Total War games? I played Total War Warhammer when it came out for a bit. It's a little too slow for me. Like, I like the simulated battles. It's very fun to strategize and stuff, but I kind of lose interest because you can micro it, but it's just, I don't know. For some reason, it didn't quite appeal to me the way that, like, Civ does. Yeah, I mean, I read all the Roald Dahl. Yeah, James the Giant Peach. Isn't there, like, a elevator one or something? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. All right, I'm holding off on teching our field cannons just to make sure we have plenty of defense here. I think we're pretty close to that. I've got 3. I've got 6. This could be 7. We'll let these 2 finish, and then we'll tech it. Call it a day. Frankly, I want to start making knights. I have not, Boston. That's awesome, Major Van Geek. Haven't bought the latest season pass. Is it worth it? So far, so good. I mean, there's gonna be an update every month. Half of those will be free, like the one that's coming out next week. I mean, so far, I think it's worth it, but I'm obviously a little biased. How do you feel about the timing of cores? When do you like to core up? Right before I'm ready to war. I could core them now and save maintenance? I just feel a little bit more comfortable with walls. I don't know why. They're ancient. They would melt. Why do I feel more comfortable with them? Do I like the great scientist that gives healing? I do. He's right here, actually. Can bring him over to the front line. Yeah, that can help a lot, especially if you're doing an early-ish war, because you're looking for every advantage you can get. Like, when we get to the point where we're going to be dominating the world here, I mean, we're approaching turn 180 here now. Like, at that point, you can kind of just overwhelm. But early on, it's that much more important to be able to have every possible advantage. Seriously, don't know why I feel more comfortable with those. It makes no sense. I guess we're done with builders for now. Scientists with Arabia is awesome. Yeah, for sure. Because Arabia has Mamluks, which heal per turn. And that scientist, like, you can almost like full heal a Mamluk in like 1 turn. I do think it's better. I do think the Hacienda is better than the Outback Station by a little bit.
Let's get on our knees.
Oh, there's ballistics. Great. Great. I could have saved that. All right, I need to find oil, I guess. I don't really care about the power plant too much. Maybe I'm ready to go back to flight now. I know, right, Major Band Geek? Seriously, what am I doing? How is that even possible? How could I be done with builders? I want that tile for an encampment. Okay, you didn't do a great job your first time there, Raphael. So, you know, be better. Be a better Ninja Turtle. Can you use soothsayers in a suzerain city state? Yes, that's quite a mouthful, but yes, we did that earlier. We sacrificed levied units, which is pretty fun. I wonder if they'll take that away from us. That seems a little cheesy. Have I achieved every achievement? No. No, and I don't really have a desire to. I'm not going to participate in these. So I'm just going to vote him down. I could vote him down pretty hard. No aid for you. I'd rather control future Congresses. This doesn't matter too much. Perhaps right before we start warring. We can make aid requests when we've been, when we've been hit by disasters. We've done so a few times. You're a farm? Okay. I guess. I don't know if he's going to come for me or not. We've bolstered our military quite a bit. Yeah, you should sell your Diplo favor if you're about to war. I'm hoping we're going to have another Congress here in 6. I want to be able to control it. So I'm going to save mine for now. That is a good sentence. A+ for alliteration. I said I wasn't going to buy it. I don't need too many melee ships. And that combat strength should help us. Granted, I don't get to shoot here, but I have frigates on the way. I guess I could have just upgraded this one. I forgot that he was there. Silly TGM. What are you up to today? Goofball. Let's turn into field cannons. That's fine. Okay. Pose. I think I like it. Intelligence agency then, because I don't think we get enough out of Grandmaster's Chapel. So we'll do that. Try to send a spy to Mansa, because that's where we're heading to. I recently rewatched Wayne's World, actually. Within, like, the last 3 months, probably. I love that movie. I'm biased. I grew up, like, 2 towns over from where it was filmed. So. Still, though, pretty sweet. All right, what do we want? Industrial Modern. Useless. Really don't want this city to keep growing. There's really no need for it. I could start on some bombards, but I'm going to use planes for the most part. I don't think I'm going to use a lot of siege equipment. Start making, like, pre-building tanks, but I'm not running a policy for that. Yeah, like us. Yeah. Yep. You bet I did. Come on, China. I thought you were going to come play with me. So if I do a bunch of upgrades right now, I could switch out of that policy. And I don't think there's a ton else relevant for me to upgrade right now. So I think that's okay. What have you done, Major Band Geek? What have you done? Do I have one more? Did I miss one? Oh. I think so, Sagador. I'm not sure, though. I can't ban you, Major Band Geek. Would never happen. That would never happen. And if I did, it would be like a minor ban. Geek. Yeah, I thought about the galley too. Thing about that is, don't ironclads require coal? Do they require coal per turn? Yeah, see, coal per turn, I don't know that I really want to do that. Not right now, anyways. I mean, granted, we have plenty. Is that the Bizarro version of you, major band geek, minor choir nerd?
Had I been present at the
That's pretty great. More fires. It's fine. More ships. Yeah, I can't really. Even this doesn't attack this city, does it? So these cities are definitely, or these frigates are definitely coming over for China. Oops. Keep the naval going. I can pull this out now. Still running maneuver, which feels pretty bad. I have a lot of trade routes, so I think I'm just going to run triangular trade for a bit. There goes all my niter, pretty much. We do have privateers, yeah. It's a thing. That is a thing we have. Not swiping to horse policy. My horse policy is maneuver. So I have to go here if I want the other one, which I could do. But I can also just go right for ideology and skip that, right? Because here's the 50% for all. And like we kind of want to get to this anyways. So I can just kind of hold off. I also don't have oil yet for tanks, so. Four, huh? This is a way better suzerain. Okay. Here's more aluminum. I know there are more barbs on this island. I will find them. I don't know what to do with these guys. I don't want to keep buying tiles. What's up, Naf? How you doing? Is there a reason I'm making these haciendas or these instead of haciendas? Not really. And the city doesn't need the housing. I guess the gold's better. Certainly, I basically don't want to keep building builders, and the more I have to use 2 charges to chop and put a tile improvement there, kind of the slower I'm going. I just don't have the slots to run the builder policy or the really desire to keep getting them. So I'm just going for the easiest tile improvement there. You know what? I kind of put it on hold, Sacrador. I have it pretty much done. We just need to figure out when to do it again. But yeah, I got distracted by the new content. A couple military engineers for airstrips might be useful here. Yeah, no, I get that, Daniel. That's probably correct, but I'm itching to get to, you know, actual action here. So I'm just kind of going quickly. So I can canal this and put a harbor here and have them be able to produce all the relevant types of units that I want. Do we start the war on our own? So now we have both generals. We have units that are going to get applied to from this guy because he's industrial. He was industrial and modern, right? Yeah, industrial and modern. So I could just start this war and start killing his Chokunos. Or his Crouching Tigers, rather. I don't hate that. Do I want some planes to support, though? I mean, I do. But do I need it? I can do a protectorate war against him. Nerd. I would have used the special one, but I had a better option, I think. Commandante move up a little bit. Okay. And as the kids say, shots fired. That will end our video. We'll kick off the war. Probably be a war for the rest of the game. I'm hoping to do all sorts of modern and later, like late game units and stuff to complement what we're trying to do here, including boats and all the different things. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next episode for this glorious war. We'll take down all these rabble. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.